Welcome to JasonWhiskyWise. My name is Jason. Welcome today to this whiskey review as we're about to review a very special whiskey, which is the Johnnie Walker Blue Label Ghost and Rare. Now, this is one which I'm actually going to be comparing at the end and actually throughout the video to the Johnnie Walker Blue Label and give you guys my opinion on which one I feel is better. And this is a whiskey which is only recently, I believe, released here in the UK in January, and I think globally as well, of 2018. So only around about 5 or 6 months ago. Now I do have a dram of it poured, and I've also got my Blue Label so I can do comparatives. Now it is a no age statement, just like the Blue Label, and if you have missed Blue Label's video, I'll leave it linked here. But it's bottled at a higher ABV of 46%. It is owned by the same company, which is Diageo. And in terms of this one, the name Johnnie Walker Blue, which is the blue, but then Ghost and Rare is linked to the fact that they have whiskey in it from distilleries that are ghosted or not there anymore. So Cambus being a single grain whiskey distillery that is ghosted. You got Pitivec, which I believe is also another one that's closed. They had a Flora and Fauna release, which I think was a 12-year-old, and then they had a 25-year-old expression. Then they've also got Brora, being the major one that when you say Brora in the whiskey industry, people just look at it and it's like, whoa. And Brora is one of my favorites as well. I gotta admit, I've got a soft spot for it. Now there are 5 other whiskies that go into making this. This is Royal Lochnagar, Clynelish, Glenkinchie, which is from the Lowlands, Glenlossie, and I believe Cameron Bridge. So you've got the Cameron Bridge, I think, is a single grain whiskey as well. So you've got all these 8 whiskies that make this one just over here. Now in terms of the price point on the bottle, it looks very different as well. It's actually £220 in the UK, and I believe it's 220 to 240, which is the price bracket it's going for. Is it exclusive? I would say yes, it is, as they can't produce massive amounts, as they don't have unlimited supply from these closed distilleries to get the same consistency. So let's get straight into the nose of this whiskey. I'm dying to get into this one, so into the nose. So to begin on the nose straight away for this Ghost and Rare Blue Label, I'm getting those really strong, almost like single grain characters. It feels like the single grain is quite dominant. I'm getting like vanilla icing, a little bit of coconut sprinkles. There is even a little bit of almost like clotted cream in this one. To me, it's those notes there are just describing to me like what a macaroon is. It's like a little bit of coconut sprinkles, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of almonds even. There's a slight almondy character to it. There's even a slight almost note of cedar wood, like a slight woody presence. And you get that sort of candle wax character. It's sort of a house style of Clynelish and Brora. Wow, this is really, really great on the nose. If you guys like Clynelish, you're going to love this one to bits. And if you like Brora, if you haven't tried it, this is something. So let's get into the palate next. Slanger. Get into the actual palate, the texture, the arrival, whoa. To begin on the palate, it's very full, it's viscous, it's chewy. It's not oily like the Blue Label. So Blue Label is oily, this is waxy. This is like, it's almost like coating everything and then it wants to stay there. It just keeps going. You're getting like orange oils. A slight minerally, sort of almost like that slight briny, sort of salty character is coming through, but it's not powerful, it's not strong, it's quite light. Almost like malty biscuits. Almost even a vanilla, sort of like a vanilla royal icing is coming through, but it's like you've taken this and you've got a big pastry and a freshly baked warm pastry with vanilla icing on the top, and you're just taking a bite out of that and you just close your eyes. When you eat food and you close your eyes and you just know it's just that amazing. It's like that feeling when you take a sip of this whiskey. It's like, ooh, your mind's just going on an adventure. And for me, it's something I really love when a whiskey is nice and waxy in terms of texture, and there's characters that just make your mind go all over the place. It's got a slight faint, even a little bit of a smoky aspect, but it's very, very faint. And I'm pretty much picking out almost like a slight sort of like a nougat, almost like bit of thing, where I'm getting this almond character really coming through, and a very gentle little bit of spice over there on the edge. It's not really, it's so well rounded that the spice is not even showing what you'd expect it, like compared to the Blue Label. Blue Label spice is a bit more evident. This one, it's just so faint. So let's get into the finish and we'll come to our conclusion on the Johnnie Walker Blue Ghost and Rare. So into the finish now for the Johnnie Walker Ghost and Rare. It's got it's just prolonging the finish. It's got that waxy character, a little bit of even candied lime, and a very gentle coastal breeze which just sort of rolls off the palate so well. The palate's coated. It's just, whoa, it's got that element that's just incredible. So if I had to give this one, in terms of my comments and my rating, I had to give Mr. Bananas a sip because it's just so good. But I'm giving this one here, I'm giving it a 92 out of 100. When you compare these two off the nose straight away, you see there's a reduction. The actual blue you can see is a little bit rougher around the edges. There's a little bit of that smoke which is more dominant on the nose, whereas this one, it's more like a candle sort of wax, where you get that sort of waxy aspect and that vanilla and the sort of the distinctive sort of grain style whiskies, which making it very well rounded and balanced. It's just, there's a day and night difference between the blue and the ghosted blue, and it's just something that if you get an opportunity or you find a bottle and you haven't tried Brora and you like Klein Leash, I think this one is definitely something to keep an eye out for, because it is just superb whiskey. And I really hope if there's anything in the future for Johnnie Walker to incorporate a Ghost and Rare with Convermore, which is one of my favorite distilleries, I'd probably be all over that. I'd probably buy a case of the stuff because I just love Convermore. And Brora, I'm definitely going to go pick up a bottle of this one. I think I saw it in my Costco recently. So this is something I would highly recommend. Value for money, 220 quid for a stuff which contains Cambus and Brora. It's just, I think that's something which you can't go wrong with. In terms of, would I water this whiskey or give it time? Water, personally, I wouldn't recommend. It just destroys the texture, that viscosity, that waxy element about this one. And time, it doesn't really do any difference. The whiskey stays the same. I've tasted this whiskey before when I had it for at least 15 minutes in the glass, and it tastes the exact same as freshly poured. So time is not an element that really factors into this whiskey. So overall, 92 out of 100. Let me know if you tried this whiskey down below in the comment section. I'm going to go get a bottle of this one very soon. But on that note, if you have enjoyed, guys, feel free to drop it a thumbs up. Be sure to hit the subscribe button over there. And I'll leave some other Johnnie Walker videos on the screen. But there's been me, JasonWhiskyWise, and I'll catch you all for the next video. Slàinte.